Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kashyap and in this video we're going to dive into how to structure your training for success. This video is for anyone who goes to the gym but feels like their progress is stalled, or for those who want to make sure they are getting the most out of every single workout. For more info, you can check my website and that's linked in the description. So today we're going to move past outdated training methods to build the most effective workout plan possible. We'll talk about why the classic splits are holding you back and cover the two main principles that are a game changer for muscle growth, and I'll give you two powerful splits that you can start using this week. So, what's the first thing that most people do in the gym? They follow a classic split where they do something like Monday's chest, Tuesday's back, Wednesday's legs, and so on. So, what's the problem? The problem is that you only train each muscle group once a week. That leaves a massive amount of untapped potential for growth, which brings us to the first core principle, which is frequency. A large body of research shows that hitting a muscle group 2 or 3 times per week is far superior for hypertrophy or muscle growth than the traditional 1 time per week. More frequency equals more first sets hit for each muscle group, which means that you're exerting the maximal force for each that you do, and this maximizes muscle growth. So we can't just live in the gym, right? So to increase frequency without causing burnout, we need to be smart about our volume. So this is the second principle, which is to maximize stimulus while minimizing fatigue. So after your first hard set uh, for a muscle, every set that you do afterwards gives you diminishing returns. In fact, it takes about 6 more sets after your first set to produce the same stimulus as the first set. So the main takeaway is to focus on just 1 or 2 high quality intense sets per muscle group in each workout. So what does a high quality intense set look like? You should aim for a heavy weight so that when you do your set, you fail or you're in 1 IR in the 4 to 8 rep range. The goal is to lift a weight where the last rep is either failure or you feel like you only have one more in the tank. But for beginners, I would recommend just going to failure because it's hard to gauge RIR. This low rep, high intensity approach gives you the most bang for your buck, saves time, and maximizes growth. Once you can lift a weight once you can lift the same weight for more than 8 reps, it's time to increase it. So you should increase the weight by a reasonable increment, and that's called progressively overloading. So here's an example of a split. So this split is a classic upper lower split, which is 2 times a week frequency. On Monday, you train your entire upper body, and on Tuesday, you train your entire lower body, and then you rest and you repeat. So on the right side, you can see there's an example of how to program an upper and lower day. So in an upper day, I would do 2 chest, 2 to 3 back, 2 to 3 shoulders, 1 to 2 tricep, and 1 to 2 bicep exercises. And this order is can be changed. So you should order these exercises in terms of which ones you want to bring up more. So whatever your priority is, I would put that at the beginning of the workout, and whatever your least priority is, I would put that at the end of the workout. So the second example split is a full body split. Depending on how much time you have on the days that you can go to the gym, a full body day could run a long time. And it's also important to have some kind of intra-session carbs or some kind of intra-session fuel because doing this many sets for one workout could be really fatiguing for your CNS. So depending on how much time you have per day and if you have intra or not, I would maybe even lower the amount of sets that you do per muscle group. So on the right side, an example full body split is to do um, something like two for chest, two for back, two for shoulders, and I'd probably just do one for things like tricep, biceps, calves, and then you could do two for quads, two for hamstrings, some adductor, abductor, some glutes and abs. So is this approach for you? Personally, I enjoy this scientific approach to lifting. It's not the only way to train, but if you're someone who values your time and wants to get the best possible results for your efforts, then I would say that this evidence-based style is for you because this style maximizes muscle growth and it minimizes time. So to recap, for optimal growth, you should train your muscles 2 to 3 times per week using an upper lower or full body type style. You should focus your energy on 1 to 2 hard sets per muscle group in the 4 to 8 rep range. Thank you for watching this video. If this video helped you learn something new, feel free to give it a like or share it with a friend. And if you have any comments, you can put that down below.